Hello and welcome. My name is Ian Lowry. It wasn't long after starting Wireman that we decided there was real room for improvement with the standard wire grippers on the market. There's been a lot of designs for wire grippers and tensioners over the last 100 years, but two basic problems have persisted, namely grippers slipping or dropping off the wire. Before the 1970s, high tensile or HT wire was not commercially available, so there was no real problem. But now, most people use HT wire and it's a big issue. If for no other reason than safety. It seems everyone we have ever met who has done any fencing has a story about strainers either letting go and either creating a near miss or seriously injuring someone. Half a kilo of steel being thrown at you with 200 kilos of force behind it is always a dangerous thing. The majority of wire grippers slip because the modern high tensile wire is harder than the cast metal the grippers are being made of. Over time, a deep groove forms between the jaws of the grip points and the wire can slip through it. To solve the problem, we've designed a gripper made from high tensile steel that is harder than the HT wire, so a groove can't form. Secondly, we've made them spring loaded, so you don't have to maintain the tension on the wire when handling the strainer. And the scissor action makes them easy to use. Squeeze to open, release to attach. But the real beauty of these grippers is that you can attach a number of them to a board and easily strain multiple strands of wire at once, solving the problem of tensioning one strand of wire and having the others go loose. Net fencing won't slip, and you can work from just one side of the fence. This single feature makes an EastEnders setup 5 times faster to get on and off the wire than a standard wedge clamp board. When it comes to putting tension on the wire, there are really now only 2 methods that are considered to be relatively safe and efficient. One method is the use of a chain walking style tensioner that hooks onto the chain and is cranked back and forth to move up the chain and tension the wire. Often preferred by fencing contractors, these strainers are simple, reliable and quick to use, especially if you're doing long runs in excess of 500 metres, because you can simply pull the chain up to where you have basic tension and hook it on. The downside is the minimum distance of tension increase is about 40 millimetres or 1.5 inches. This makes it difficult on a short strain to get the correct tension without either over-tensioning and breaking the wire or leaving it slack. Chain walking come-alongs can also be a dangerous tool. Fingers and hands are easily caught when trying to back off the tension, and letting go the handle at the wrong time can lead to a painful whack. The second method is to use a lever hoist or hand winch. It is a much easier and safer way to tension because you can stand out of the line of the strain. As a result, there is a lot less chance of being hit by anything should the wire break. And the ratchet mechanism provides for a precision movement of as little as 3 millimetres or about 1/8 of an inch. The only downside is that it can be a little slower to use as a ratchet strainer, as you either need to wind the cable back onto the ratchet or pull the chain back through the block when doing the next strain. Finally, to get the longest life out of the wire, it's important to have the correct tension on it. If you understrain, the wire will sag, which nobody wants. But if you over-tension the wire, which is easily done with a lever hoist, there's a real chance the wire will break. If not immediately, it will when the wire shrinks in cold weather. As a result, the strain gauge is useful to ensure correct tension. Although not a necessity, they make it much easier to meet the wire manufacturer's specifications and help get maximum life out of a fence. Spring-loaded tension gauges are tough, reliable and accurate to within 5 kilos, if used correctly. Digital tension gauges, on the other hand, are not as robust, but are highly accurate and are invaluable if you want to prove to a client you are straining the wire correctly. Wireman makes both types of wire tensioners and tension gauges, so check out our range and get something that's right for you. If you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Thanks for your time.